Hi, welcome out to Lesson 6. Today we're going to be talking about how music is broken up into measures, how it's organized, and a basic explanation of meter and how that works with time signatures and things like that. So anyway, I hope you enjoy. Okay, so for today's lesson, we're going to be talking basically about how music is broken up into measures and some basics about meter and rhythm as well. So we have an example here. And spoiler alert, I believe this example we're going to be playing next time with our right hand, but you will find out more about that in the next video. Let's take a look at this here. So we have a treble clef, pretty standard. I think we know what that means by now. And we have this number. Now we'll talk about this number in a second. I also want you to look at these little lines here. These are basically to divide the music up into measures. So the distance between each line is a measure. So let's take a look here. So from the very beginning to this first line is the first measure of the example. This line to this line is the second measure of the example. And this line all the way to the end is the third and last measure of the example. So pretty simple. So like I said, we have this number in the beginning here, 4, 4. This is known as a time signature. So let me get this card out. This will be allow you to see it a little more clearly. Let me move it up into view. There we go. Okay, so 4, 4, that's how you'll say it. You'll say the top number first, bottom number next. The top number tells you how many beats in each measure. So for this example, we're going to have 4 beats in each measure. And the bottom number tells you how many, actually it tells you what note gets 1 beat. So you may be asking yourself, well, Tim, I thought you said the quarter note gets 1 beat. Well, that is true, but there are some instances in which the quarter note will not get 1 beat. Some other note will. And we'll go over that more and more later on. But for now, just in the beginning, we'll say that the quarter note, at least in these examples, gets 1 beat. So if the bottom number is a 4, that means that the quarter note is going to get 1 beat. If the bottom number is an 8, that means the 8th note will get 1 beat. And there are a couple others that can happen that I'll show you later on. So let's take a look here. 3, 4. So remember, the top number tells you how many beats in each measure. The bottom number tells you which note gets 1 beat. So quarter note's still going to get 1 beat. And there's going to be 3 beats in each measure. So let's take a look at this last one. 2, 4. Number of beats in each measure, 2. Which note gets 1 beat? The quarter note. So these are basically the three basic ones, time signatures that you will see at first. Okay, so let's take a look at this example and apply some of these concepts and kind of figure out how this music is laid out. So we have this example, like I said before. So 4, 4, let's count these beats here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is, of course, 4. Same thing with this next measure, 4 again. What about this last measure? Think about it for a second. Well, it is a whole note. Whole note, of course, is 4 beats. So yes, all of these measures have 4 beats, and the quarter note is going to get 1 beat. So let's take a look at another example here. All right, a left-hand example. Again, 4, 4. Don't mind my pen marking. I forgot to add it before I printed it out, and I don't like to waste paper, so I just kind of wrote it in there. So 4, 4. 4 beats in each measure. Quarter note gets 1 beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 there. What about this one? Well, we have 2 half notes. Half note's worth 2, so 2 plus 2 is 4. Same thing here. 2 plus 2 is 4. And then a whole note by itself, of course, is 4. So there are 4 there as well. Last one, let's take a look at this example real quick, and then we'll be done for today. There we go, we can see it now. Okay, 4, 4 again in my pen, of course. So 2 plus 2 is 4, 2 plus 2 is 4, 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4. So very, very simple. Alright, so there's a basic explanation about how music is broken up into measures, the function of the time signature, what that's about and what it means. And just some basics about rhythm. So next time, hopefully next time, I believe, we will start playing these musical examples, kind of putting all these concepts we've learned so far and kind of putting them into practice. So look forward to that. All right, so that wraps up lesson 6. All we really talked about today was I gave you a brief explanation of what meter is all about and how music is broken up into those things called measures and what the time signature is for. So pretty simple. Next time, lesson 7, we will finally be playing an example, kind of bringing together all of these subjects I've been putting into these videos all into one and finally putting them into practice and finally playing our first piece of music. It'll sound a little rudimentary, but that's okay. As we get along, we'll be playing more and more advanced things, like I've said. Anyway, if you have any comments or questions, just let me know in the comments below. And, if you like the video and you like my videos, please like and subscribe. Of course, you don't have to, but it would help me out a great deal. So have a good one, and thank you.